I suffered when I was in the lifestyle. For me, the gay lifestyle is toxic.
We invited individuals who are for and against LGBTQ to sit and discuss their viewpoints on the LGBTQ situation in Malaysia and eventually agree to disagree.
Okay. I guess being on social media, when you're out saying that I support LGBTQ, you get a lot of hate speeches and also, probably death threats.
But such an irony because I was a transgender in my early 20s and I was very much judged and went through what you went through.
Yes.
Today I believe that LGBT can change and I'm still getting the same thing.
My gay friends who are out there, they know my stand, so they've never condemned me for my views.
I'm interested how you know LGBT people.
I myself struggle with homosexuality for a long time. Mm-hmm. I'm a Christian and I believe in the Bible. It was a big conflict in my life. Mm-hmm. Some of my friends have still remained in the lifestyle, people I went to seminary with.
Your gay friends, do they know that you used to be gay?
Yeah.
What about the religious community? Do they know about your background, your history?
Not many people know.
Not many know.
Yeah.
You should be very proud that you've
have
been so brave.
Thanks.
It's your rights to be gay, it's my rights to be ex-transgender.
Even though we don't agree with everybody's things, we give them the respect to choose.
So maybe people are free to choose, but the choice isn't there. I mean, we deal with people who get kicked out of their home at 3 o'clock in the morning and get beaten by their entire family just because of who they love.
LGBTQ are born this way, not made this way.
Really? Okay. We have a lot of studies showing it is both biologically and also environment factors that influences a person's sexual orientation.
I tried for a long time to be straight, and it was really hard whenever I finally was like, no, I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not anymore. 10 years after coming out, my mom's like, I can see now that you are so much happier than you were before. You're content in yourself. And that's because I'm at peace with who I am and because I am loved and supported by those around me.
Most of my friends who struggle with homosexuality struggle with it as children as well. I thought maybe I was born gay or they were born gay, but the scriptures so clearly state that homosexuality is wrong. He won't contradict himself in the Bible. And so that's where I'm coming from. And I know a lot of gay Christians who have the same-sex attraction, but they choose not to act on it.
I think that the science that you said, there's no proof. Theories are just stories. I suffered when I was in the lifestyle. For me, the gay lifestyle is toxic.
I mean, theories are not stories because I believe in the science, I would love if you respect my belief for not calling a theory a story, that I would call the verses in the Bibles as stories as well.
I have to respect you that you think your theory is real. You have to respect me if I think that your theory is a story. So we both agree to disagree. It's equal.
Coming out as LGBTQ is a cry for attention.
Yeah, I would say that, and that's not a bad thing. Human beings deserve the attention that they deserve. Whether you agree or not to what they are choosing, that's a different story altogether. It's not a bad thing. I think it's a positive thing.
I guess how people narrate how crying for attention is something negative, They're just saying who they are. It's just a statement. The same statement you say if you're a Muslim or Christian.
It's not always a cry for desperation. It's just they feel like they want to come out. It's the right time. They have friends.
For me, it was, I didn't want to just end up being in heterosexual relationships because that's what's easy. I wasn't willing anymore to pretend to be something that I wasn't.
Well, the WHO already says that homosexuality and transgenders are not mental illnesses. Well, the WHO already says that homosexuality and transgenders are not mental illnesses.
We invited individuals who are for and against LGBTQ to sit and discuss their viewpoints on the LGBTQ situation in Malaysia and eventually agree to disagree.
I hate the word cure. In the work that I do, we help people who wants to come out of it. And I came out, I was not even a Christian. I became a Christian 1 year later. We help people to realize that God loves them no matter what. Then good things begin to happen. No change can take place by force.
Well, the WHO already says that homosexuality and transgenders are not mental illnesses.
I don't think it can be cured because it's not an illness. It's a part of you that if you embrace it and celebrate it, there's no reason why you can't have a wonderful, fulfilled life that is full of love.
The LGBTQ community should be accepted in
Let's go back to choices. It's people's choice.
A lot of different people, we have multiracial people like different kind of food, right? And so it's okay. They add to the flavor of the nation.
Yeah, I think what makes Malaysia such a wonderful country is how it is so diverse. If anything, I think it's a bit sad to see that founding principle of Malaysia is being eroded in so many places, not just in terms of gender and sexuality and LGBT, but also in terms of women's rights, the rights of the child, and also in terms of religious freedom. We should see this LGBT rights within the context of human rights.
Correct. Generally speaking, Malaysia is doing well in the area. I won't say you can still see gay couples walking on the street, even holding hands, and I've seen that. Probably as pro-LGBT, you think it's not enough, but I think in comparison to a lot of countries, Malaysia is doing well in the area of respecting the LGBT community. I mean, it can get better.
You have to look at what happened with Naveen. He was gang raped with a bottle and murdered just last year. Also Shamira, trans woman who was murdered. I mean, maybe it's better than perhaps some parts of the Middle East. Malaysia is gaining an international reputation as somewhere that is not tolerant for LGBT people. And I think it's really unfair that people who love someone from the same gender, that it's reduced to sex. I'm very sorry that you had the experiences you had in your early 20s. But the experiences that you had in your early 20s are probably experiences a lot of people had in their early 20s.
It's not just early 20s, it's all the way from 4 years old all the way to my 24 years old.
Okay, so I'm sorry you were sexually abused as a child, and that's awful.
Did I say that?
If you had sexual experiences when you were 4, then that's abuse.
No, it was not my sexual experience. It's my relationship with my father.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with sex.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Let's not assume.
But these are, your early 20s, sex, drugs, and rock and roll is kind of a part of it.
I mean,
Sorry.
I wish everyone would just get along.
Amen.
Of course.
yeah, the world would be better if people just get along, doesn't care what is your sexual orientation, what is your gender, and whether that guy choose to detransition or not, or to follow anything, as long as they don't harm other people or impose their beliefs on other people. I think that's just fine.
I think people just need to learn, agree to disagree, but it has to be done respectfully. It has to be done with love, and of course not an easy thing to do. Like if the world can be like this, of course there's little tension here, let's pretend that's not happening. We can walk away with a smile, give each other a hug and say, that's what you believe, that's what you believe, that's what you believe, and this is what I believe, and we are still friends, we are human, we are one race, the human race. There will never be a time where all of us will come to a place that we all have the same belief system. It's never going to happen. And I think sometimes different groups, not just the anti-LGBT group, but as well the LGBT group, sometimes they insist that everybody has to agree. I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess the reason why I had hesitated was because I think that it's important that we are able to express our views. I think that it's important, like you said, to speak up for what we believe in and what we think is important.
I think the two greatest laws that the Bible says to love God with all your heart and to love your neighbor as yourself.
Amen.
I think that sums up the Bible.
And that's why we love our gay parishioners or our gay friends as they are.
Thank you so much.